followers. Something pretty interesting and easy to understand happened this morning. It's not always easy to understand the first time around, right? The I've been looking at Jesus' face, and he's been showing me what's going to happen with, in this case, Dogecoin. I've been just using play money. I haven't used real money yet, but I figure this is the most valuable knowledge that I've ever heard of as far as money goes. And it's infinitely more valuable as far as God's telling me the future, bro. and this is getting really exciting. So, um, when I woke up at 4:30 this morning, you can see it up here in the corner. Uh, right around this time, I saw his face, and I saw his face. So, some of you might be noobs, so I'll trace his mouth right here for you, and I'll highlight his eyes up here. I mean, even though you're not noobs, uh, you might be looking at him in a different place. So I'll show you exactly what I saw, what he showed me this morning. And there's his nose. So when I looked at this, I thought, like, we read from left to right, and it's just top to bottom is a type of intuitive thing to read his uh, predictions for me. Not really a prediction for him. He's just like, look, this is what's gonna happen. So I saw this at 4:36 in the morning, so you can see what the market looked like. It's pretty flat. And then what really drew my attention was this. So I thought, okay, well, I understood. Okay, it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna go down. All right, they look pretty intuitive. That uh, oh yeah, I forgot to draw his beard, because yeah, make him as a surprise to you that the omnipresent bearded face is God. Like the one who said from the sky in Spanish, "So yo," that one. Yeah, that was about that was in 2012, I think, when he said "So yo" from the sky. Here we are in 2025, and you can see I'll probably get like one or two views on this video, at least at the beginning, until people start catching on, like, what is going on? Though he's legit showing you what's going to happen in the market. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. So, uh, it's a very clear example of that. So here we go. I will show you what happened then. So you can see here at 6:11. I'm making this video right around there. It's 6:27 right now. 6:11. So we were right here um, at that moment, and then the market jumped right up. You can see here in the original spike, and then proceeded to humble down. It went up, let's see, from 4:35. You can see down here at the clock, right? Look at the clock down here. From 4:35 to 4:55 a.m., it went up 27% right here, which is a lot in the short period of time. It just skyrocketed. When I saw this, I was like, okay, uh, maybe it's just going to go up this first bar here, right? So I'm a noob as well. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to wait till it goes up to the top of this bar, which was like an increase of like, I don't know, 10%. And then I thought it was going to drop from there, but actually it went way up. And this is the first time that I've seen this type of combo, like the setup. Usually it's up until now it's been like pretty simple, like look it's gonna go down or look it's gonna go up. But this one was a combo, and I thought, okay, I was a little smart about it. But if I had been smarter, if this was the next time I see this type of thing, I'm just gonna put a buy, and then I'm gonna ride it all the way up. I'm gonna watch it, and when it passes all these triggers, you know, I'm gonna be really on the button, right, to sell it because that's what happened. It went way up and then way down. Immediately it dropped from here, from the top here down to the bottom. It dropped 54% in 5 minutes. I was watching it like, whoa. But I was in like for a sell, like right around the top of this first bar, right? Because I figured like this little peak right here was just this first bar. But actually, it was 2 or 3 times as big as I thought. So hindsight 2020, right? So what I should have done was put a buy in, like, okay, it's going up, and then watch it really carefully for it to start dropping. I suppose I could have watched for other key signs in his face. I could have just watched his face, and he would have showed me like, okay, now, right, to do like a sell at that moment. That probably would have been even smarter, and just watch him until he shows me the sign to sell. And he does that kind of stuff, like, so could have been a lot better. But I went down here, and then I was like, okay, that happened in 5 minutes, right? So I was like, whoa, okay, well, I'm I'm in the blue, I'm making money, right? So I better watch his face really carefully. And started a class. I had this class going because I'm an English teacher, right? And I'm watching this intense stuff going down. And then I'll show you my out. So this sign here was my out. You're looking at it like, where, right? But if I open it in paint, it'll be a lot easier for you. Hold on a second. Open with paint. Okay, so I'll drag the out sign for it. And it worked out to be pretty accurate. So I'll highlight his eyes for you, like here. Eye right there. Eye right there. His nose right here. And what got me, right? Like, here's his mouth. What got me was I saw this little floater right here. Right here. I guess I can draw it like a different color blue. So right there. So if I zoom in, whoopsie daisy. Oh, that's how you change the size of it. If I zoom in, um, and I take it off, I figured that that was an up sign right here because there's space in between his mouth and this floater here. And I figured, well, doesn't look like it's going down anymore. I'll take off this paint and you can most likely see what I'm seeing right now. So his mouth right there, and I saw this floater, and I thought that's really close to an up signal. And it turned out that it was because I got out at like 5:35. That's like somewhere right around here. It only went down a little bit more, and then it jumped up. So I was out for like, I didn't calculate the percentage, but I got something like, I don't know, 25% or something off of it. But it could have been a lot better, right? Like, if I was like, an expert at it, I could have got 27% up and 54% down in like a very short period of time. It was like an hour, like an hour. So, Up his nose right now. Smiling at me. All right. Sweet. Let's do this. uh, yeah. Just wanted you guys to know, all you followers out there, followers, that, yeah, Jesus promised that the Holy Spirit would tell us of things to come. And he does. And this is happening. And it's hilariously exciting. It's hilariously exciting. So I figured I'd share the most lucrative way to make money with the entire world. Um, Instead of being a jerk about it, right? Trying to be a saint. So, what would a saint do? What would Jesus do? He wouldn't like keep it all to himself, right? Even though, I've been telling you guys for decades, since like 2002, yo, I see God, and like, look, I can show him to you. But seems like most people have just ignored that, even though he's like spoken from the sky and stuff, like, so yeah, I am, kind of thing, from the sky. And on multiple occasions, like, yeah, spoken from the sky to y'all. And like, at best, it seems like you just ignore him. I don't want to talk about what's happening at worst. Yeah, can't say I never told you so.